Y'all, I just watched the final press conference between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. These dudes gonna scrap, y'all. Somebody might get knocked out. I'm looking at the hostility and the energy between both camps. I'm looking at how Terence looking at Errol. I'm looking at how Errol is stone-faced and he look like he ready to go. I'm looking at how they making little slight remarks about each other, how they making little slick shots about each other, how Errol saying, my trainer, he actually trains me to do certain things, to be able to have certain skills and abilities, right? Saying that, hey, Terence is just God, he's just super talented. Bomac don't teach him nothing, so I know I have better skills, so on and so forth, right? I'm looking at how Terence didn't want to break the stare down with Errol Spence, right? I'm looking at how, Bomac and Derrick James got a back and forth going on about how Errol was hiding and his side been hiding on the other side of the street. And Derrick James come up in there talking he come to the podium talking about how, it's time to eat because clearly Bomac ain't missed a meal yet. Yo, this shit getting crazy. I'm looking at how Terence Crawford is going back and forth with somebody from Dallas, Texas, because according to Errol, that's not a member of Errol's family. Errol, he not in my family. He from Dallas, but he not a member of my family. He going back and forth with a dude from Dallas, Texas, who is cheering and rooting for Errol Spence, right? And so it's getting crazy. And I'm gonna say this, man. Terence Crawford had a great point. He say, listen, we're black folks. We coming together. We making this event. We gonna throw down, but we coming to make this event. And let's not get too crazy and too rowdy. He told the dude in the crowd, hey, you gotta calm down. You gotta chill, brother. You gotta relax. Because it can get ugly. It can get hectic. And it can just go to complete chaos. And it can turn crazy. And they gonna say, look at black folks acting a fool again. Look at them acting crazy. Look at them just crashing out, acting silly, so on and so forth. And we cannot play up to those stereotypes. All commendable. Salute Terence Crawford for that, right? My only thing is, he should have been giving that advice to his team for all these years and all this time building up to this fight. I think what happened is you got certain people who rock with Errol Spence, and I don't know if he came with Errol Spence's family, you know what I mean, or whatever, but obviously he there to root for Errol Spence. He was sitting over there by Errol Spence's family. I think they just fed up. Dude in particular fed up about all the disrespect that was thrown Errol Spence's way for all them years, right? Errol stayed really cool, calm, and collected on a lot of things, and he let a lot of stuff slide. You had Bernie the Boxer calling Errol Spence gay. You had Bomac saying a drunk ain't shit after the accident, with Errol Spence basically making jokes about Errol being a drunk after the accident. You had Bomac saying that Errol Spence living check to check. You had Bomac saying Spence really ain't that good and all this and all that. He's a built-up fighter. You had Terence Crawford's sister talking crazy to Errol Spence on social media, antagonizing him, coming all under his pictures to the point where she was doing it so much, Errol Spence's sister had to come in and say something to her and go back and forth and check her about it, right? So while Bud was right, it's like, hold on, dog. Errol Spence people and them looking like, hold on, his side, like, hold on, your people been talking crazy for the longest of time. We ain't, it was never no checking or never no public checking or nothing. They was talking ridiculous, talking wild and crazy and reckless, talking shit about Errol for the longest of time. Calling him man, gay, all type of crazy shit, right? And now, when his family is talking crazy back, now it's too much and it's too crazy because it's face-to-face action. Now, granted, we don't want no brawls and no mishaps. We don't want no funny business before this fight go down at all. Nobody needs that. Nobody wants that. But I honestly, I'm looking like, you right, Bud. You right, Terence. But your people and them was not abiding by that. They wasn't keeping stuff cordial and respectful until the pressers started to come. Before the pressers, they were talking crazy for years. Some people might be like, oh, it's a tactic to draw the fight. But some people are like, hold on, man. We know Errol is a cool, calm, and collected dude. He don't really say much. So I'm going to say some shit for him. Fuck all that. They've been talking crazy, talking reckless. Even Terence get in the waters telling Errol where your whole ass at, your whole ass. Tell him taking his panties off and all of that. And some people are like, hold on, it's been disrespect coming from that side for so long. Fuck it. All bets is off. We get to this press conference. I'm talking ridiculous. I'm talking crazy. I'm cussing every motherfucker out on that side that's standing up on there in the stage. And it's wild. I will say though, in response to that, Bud was aggressive. He looked like he got mean, and he looked like he's ready to fight, and he looking like, you know, he pissed off to the highest degree of pissivity. That could bode well for him in a fight. It can go bad for him in a fight. Who knows? You got to stay sharp, got to stay poised. Errol Spence saying, look, that's your problem. You too emotional. You being too emotional. Is Bud being too emotional about this? We got to check it out and see, man. I'm ready for the fight. I'm excited. Can't wait. It's looking great. Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.